The front pulley guard houses the front pulley wheel, the wheel axle, tensioner, guide block, and guard all attached to it. Most problems with the front pulley guard are the result of accidental damage, usually dropping the saw. Replacing the front pulley guard is a repair that you can do yourself, and I'm going to show you how.
Hi, I'm Mark Socha.
Do-it-yourself repairs like these are easier than you might think. From lawn machines to cordless drills, kitchen mixers,
Outdoor grills.
our how-to videos walk you through each repair from start to finish. So doing it yourself means never having to do it alone.
Let's get started.
I'll begin by removing the front pulley. I'll remove the retaining ring, the washer, and the wheel. Now remove the tensioner. Now remove the screw that secures the blade guard to the housing. And now remove the mounting plates. These secure the front guard to the front adjustment plate. And I can remove the front guard from the saw. Now I can begin installing the new housing. There's a couple more parts I need to transfer from the old housing over to the new. I'll start with the blade guide block. I'll install the guide block on the new guard. These are self-tapping screws, so I'll be making new threads as I install the screw. I won't tighten the screw all the way until I have the other screw installed. Now I need to remove the wheel axle. To do that, I'll clamp the hub in the vise. Now I'll remove the screw and install the axle onto the new housing. Now I'll reinstall the housing back onto the saw. You'll notice the mount spacers are tapered on one side. The taper should be facing out. And I'll reinstall the mount bars. The longer portion of the bar should point towards the rear of the saw. Now reinstall the tensioner. The brass bushing goes over the pin, and I need to align the bushing inside the U-shaped channel, opposite the end from the screws. I'll secure the tensioner, and I am cutting new threads with the self-tapping screws. Now reinstall the guard screw. At the top of the housing, just behind the guard, there's a wear plate. The hard metal plate prevents the blade from wearing through the softer metal of the guard. The plate doesn't come pre-installed on the new housing. You'll need to purchase this part and install it separately. It gets glued in place with some epoxy. I'll apply the epoxy to the housing. You'll notice that the front of the block is chamfered. The blade travels through the saw this direction, so I'll place the block so the blade will be traveling towards the chamfer. And I'll want to let the epoxy dry before I use the saw. Now I'll reinstall the front wheel. First the rear washer, the wheel, the top washer, the retaining ring, and the hub. And that's all it takes to install a new front pulley guard on your bandsaw. Be sure to check back often for new videos and expert advice. If you found this video helpful, give us a thumbs up
And leave a comment.